So hi guys, it's me, Sister Hipster again. So I have recently got over COVID and about to take my last medication. So it's a little blue pill like thing. But I guess I kind of wanted to tell about my journey with COVID because I know a lot of people. Each journey is different, but I noticed that a lot of people end up losing their sense of smell and taste, and it can get a bit depressing. And I realized that because you wonder, oh, is my sniffer gonna go on again? Or because I've heard so many people say, okay, it might not be able to come on in months or years or weeks. Well, maybe not years, but that's a little over exaggeration. My apologies. So I've heard some other things about why that happens, and it's something to do with the virus going after the olfactory system, which is basically the thing in your nose where it kind of is connected to your brain, and your brain kind of triggers what memories for smells and stuff. And for some reason it does that, and somehow that thing is also affecting your taste buds at the same time, because I think they're somehow connected. I'm not a doctor, I don't know a lot, but I wanted to share my experience with the virus. And maybe if you're one of those people that you don't have health insurance and you can't go to the doctor, or you can't afford it, I guess it's something helpful. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a doctor. You may need to consult one. But this is for people, if they need an alternative. And what I did, I'm I'll just say that I'm older than I look, and I'll leave it at that. So what I've heard and read was things like vitamin D. So I use vitamin D3 for COVID, as well as the zinc, which I don't think it's really necessary what type of vitamins that you use, but particularly your biggest go-tos are your vitamin D and your zinc. And I know this is vitamin D3. I don't know if there's a specific reasoning for it. I've also used Cognia Memory. I really bought this mostly because I'm at a new job, and since I was out for 2 weeks, it's been mostly for my to trigger my memory and improve my memory, and this actually works pretty good. And I use fish oil and this. They're pretty much the same thing because I think they both have some sort of omega-3s. I know they use fish in here, but one of the biggest things is silk protein hydroxylate for this one. This is just regular fish oil, but omega-3s or anything like that is best for your to try and be able to help with your memory, which I used because of trying to trigger memory for my olfactory system. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, but it would be interesting if science looked into that. So another thing I used was, and this has always been the vitamin that I usually take, for my hair and skin and nails. That's why my hair looks fabulous. No, other than it's got a haircut. So that's what I use. I also use B12. I occasionally take this once in a blue moon, but I really never had to take this that much. But I use it every once in a while. And I use St. John's wort. I know for a fact that this is usually something for people if they're dealing with depression. I mean, you can't really escape that when it comes to being isolated and all the time, but it does help for your mood regulations and stuff like that if you are not taking But I also recommend, this isn't like, I would say consult a doctor, but since if you're on this video, you probably can't, but be careful. That's it. I'm just making sure that you're safe and everybody else is safe, and giving advice online too. My also go-to was the cough medicine. I didn't really have much of an issue with coughing, other than the food that I would eat goes down the rock pipe. I can't taste it at all. This is just in case because I did have some congestion where I felt when I wheezed, I felt some sort of, it didn't feel pleasant. It felt like a wheeze or something, like something was off. So I didn't really have that big of a problem in that area concerning fluid being in my lungs as much-ish. I also took this, but this was rarely that I took it. It wasn't really that big of a deal, but I took it just in case to make sure anything, if I had any pain or anything like that. But like I said, it was kind of once in a blue moon. I also took the kind of an off-brand Mucinex medicine. I took it every once in a while. I hate the chalkiness. The chalkiness for this is just... But yeah, this is something I took while I was having corona. Another thing what I would say is, I'm not going to put it on camera, but my diet. So my diet really consisted of realizing, okay, I wanted to do a high protein diet. So I'm pescatarian. However, I decided to make an exception to the rule, mostly because I really am convicted of trying to eat farm animals and stuff from factory. It's a long story of how they don't treat their animals very nicely. So I ate Purdue brand, though I'm still questioning their how they raise their chickens, because I saw a video where they weren't really treating them humanely, like a mercy killing or anything. It was really not, really made me sad. So I stuck to that kind of high protein diet every once in a while, but I would also occasionally eat shrimp. I would eat eggs, which that's okay for the average pescatarian, mostly because eggs are usually an unfertilized byproduct of the chicken. So I also used some things that I found online, and it was these, well, two of the three. One of them was kind of weird because I heard about like trying to eat a burnt orange or smell a burnt orange or something to help with COVID. I thought that was really weird. But I decided, okay, I found some aromatherapy, and I used three of them with this humidifier. Very simple one. I got this one at Marshall's for $20. In fact, this was a Christmas present for somebody. And they hardly use it, so I made an exception and tried to use it while I was sick. So it would trigger or jog my memory. I also used lemon juice to put in here. I was thinking it would probably be the same way of how you use essential oils. But I used eucalyptus, which I saw online. The eucalyptus oil was supposed to be good to help with COVID, so I did that. And I also used sweet orange, like I said, weird, for whatever reason, I don't know what the logic behind it, but I used sweet orange essential oil to try and smell. And I also used peppermint. Peppermint has been kind of a common theme for people with COVID, because when I got tested, I smelled peppermint, so I think they must have used some special kind of peppermint oil. and that's the only thing I could smell. I don't understand the logic behind that. I don't know why they had it on a Q-tip, but that was the only thing I could smell when they put it up my nose, and there was nothing else. But yeah, eventually it opened up. Like, it was like, it felt like when the power comes on after a storm, or after somebody works on a cable line or something. It just automatically came on. It felt like I could smell everything again. I'm hoping that this might help somebody. I don't know if age will have anything to do with it, like the dosage for any of the things I've talked about that might come in handy for the person. But like I said, I am older than I look. I know that there's some people out there that are a lot healthier, but there's some people over the age of 45 or 50 or something. And if you're diabetic, you really have to be very careful. Hopefully that you have your blood, your kind of sugar under control, because that's what happened to one of my neighbors across the street. She passed away, and she was like 68, and she was diabetic and didn't have anything under control. So it was a really sad thing, because I really was concerned about my own personal health, what I could do. And I feel bad that I mean, I feel kind of guilty because she's gone and I'm still alive. And I know there's some people that are relatives in her family that are still alive that ended up getting it, and they're fine. It's just the roll of the dice. Please take care of yourself. That's what I always say, is please stay healthy and please stay happy. And one thing is, you gotta keep to be healthy and happy. One of the biggest things is how you feel will affect how you get something like COVID, because it will affect if your mental health and your way of thinking is bad, you're probably going to get sick. And so also, to keep everything under control, please be able to go to the doctor. Hopefully you're able to afford a doctor and you have insurance, and I understand that. And again, that's why I'm doing this video. But please do not take it as some sort of medical advice at all, because I don't know, because everybody's different. I know that. So please stay healthy, please stay happy. If you run into COVID, these are my advice. One of the biggest things, take some fish oil, take some vitamin D, take some zinc. And for your moods, St. John's wort. Make sure you have a friend or a family member that be able to check on you or feed you or be able to give you food. If not, you can always do the food bank, I think. And also the essential oils are handy. Try and train your brain with these essential oils. If you got more than one, that'd be great too. But try and do that maybe at least twice a day. So I hope to see you guys later. Again, please stay healthy, please stay happy, and make sure you're mindful of everybody around you in your household if you have anybody in your household. So bye bye.